But let's do this. We got this story from townhall.com. Bipartisan CBS focus group stuns host when panelists agree on almost everything, including woke culture. So the clip's actually a bit long. What do we have? It's like 3.5 minutes. So I'm not going to play the full thing for you, but it really, really is amazing. You've got a Republican, a Democrat, and an independent. And then they're all just like, she asks the Republican guy and he's like, I just don't like this indoctrination of kids in schools with the weird sexual stuff that's for adults. We shouldn't have that. And then she's like, is this your kids? And he's like, no, I'm in Texas. But where I was in Iowa, it was bad. And she goes, okay, so you're mad about what's on the news. Then it goes to the black woman in the top left. And she's like, I agree with all of that. I think it's horrible. I've got a bunch of kids. Then it goes to the woman in the bottom right. And she's like, yeah, I completely agree. And even with the vaccine mandates and stuff like that and the lockdowns. So here we have one of the most shocking, I guess, panels so far in the midterms. We're in the middle of the midterms because we no longer do election day. Now it's election month. Right. And we're seeing that at least here, everyone completely agrees. So I'm wondering, I retweeted this person. I don't know who this person is on Twitter. It's a small account with a few followers saying, come the midterms, Democrats are going to win. And the media is going to ask, how could this have happened? And it's because Democrats are secretly, hiding and Republicans are secretly switching to the Democratic Party. And there's no evidence for that claim, but I'm like, all right, I'll retweet that and say, let's revisit this one on the 9th and see what happens. I think this is more evidence, along with all of the polling, which is insane. The 538 forecast now has basically a coin toss chance that Republicans win both chambers and an 81% chance they at least win the House. I feel like looking at this, it's not so much that it's a red wave or red tsunami. It's that Democrats are quitting, independents are flipping, and Republicans are already 99% in the bag.
I have a good conspiracy theory for you, Ren.
Oh, conspiracy.
Here we go. So the Democrats, traditionally when especially there's a Democrat president in charge, we know that it swings to the opposite party come midterms. So they already knew because, of the way the economy is and gas prices and whatever. I think they're chalking it up, letting us win. That's why they're dumping money into like these right-wing campaigns and stuff, right?
You see the Veritas video?
Yeah. So, but my point is what they're going to do is they're going to let us have control of the House and the Senate so that we can, our base, no matter what, is like not strategic. And they're going to be like, you're not in there. You're not doing enough. So then they're going to start pushing in because we've got these further right candidates. They're going to start pushing in more far right policies. That way, when it comes time for them to get the House, the Senate, and the White House again, come 2024, that it's going to be way easier because they're going to go point to all our terrible policies. And that's where the Republicans won't be like chill about it.
You think Joe Biden's going to sign these policies into law? You think Republicans are going to, House and the Senate's going to pass a bill and Biden's going to be like, okay, I guess, Republicans
depending on what it is, it doesn't matter.
Not just that, but the Democrats have no A-listers. None. Name a Democrat A-lister.
I can't name one.
Anybody?
Not anybody that's worth their salt. Like who do they have running?
In the Republican Party, you at least have Trump and DeSantis.
Right.
And I'm sure you could probably throw out a couple other B-listers. But
Swalwell's pretty social. He's out there, meeting a lot of
A-lister. Who's got the X factor?
None of them. But here's the thing: it doesn't. I don't think it really matters because if our base will push us to start like proposing radical policies, and even if Biden doesn't do it, they'll say you need to keep him in so that they don't ruin our country with all these crazy things that they're trying to implement.
I think it's a better strategy. Argument. They might say, look at the Republican bills that they tried to get through and Biden blocked. If Biden doesn't get reelected, they're getting these things through.